Hey, what's up, guys? This is Brian from Whisper Status 74. I am back in a Walmart simply because I needed an HDMI cable, cable for my PC, which was a Belkin HDMI 2.1 cable was on the fritz. Cables seem to be failing faster than they used to, at least in my experience lately. Kind of just loss of signal, just pop in, black screen, in and out, and then normal. So came into Walmart to see if I could find an HDMI cable, but just to talk about how disorganized electronic sections are these days. Is a lot of it is now based on home automation, bulbs, things of that nature, and everything else is just kind of mixed up. So, I did a video here the other day on the TVs, and quickly going back to the TVs, what's interesting is a lot of you guys ask me what would I recommend of a 4K TV in here. The challenge is a lot of them have these very random part numbers that have very little differences or small differences to the NU7000. Here it's a 7200, and it's kind of hard to find reviews on these TVs, and it's hard to recommend even what year they are. But quickly, as I'm walking through, you got sound bars over here. And then I came over and I found some HDMI cable, at least a HDMI cable. It was very random, as it was right here. There we go. So, black web HDMI cable, in-wall rated with active video processor for $34. This is also 50 feet, which I don't need, but just, this is the condition of stuff here. Box is open. Dust all over it. Random headphones, a lot of cell phone stuff. Speakers over here, a lot of empty shelves. Now, why am I here? Well, I want to come into a store, retail store, instead of just going to Amazon. A lot of times you're down the street, the gym I work out in is down the road, so I was going to come in here and just grab an HDMI cable. So walking around, I said a lot of phone stuff. Just a very disorganized in terms of finding things, which is why it is easier to go on Amazon and say, I'll get it in 2 days. Random video game machines. And the DVD section, I was in here the other day, is just not even anything in terms of organized. They have a lot of these thrown in the bins. CDs are still here, randomly enough. Just tossed in. Interesting is having, Blu-rays right beside random DVDs. 4K has a very minimal section. Some of the game kiosks. PS4. Switch.
I need department manager,
Everything
manager,
here.
Housewares, please pick up a call on line 1 for customer assistance.
Something about Walmart. Walmart never really had real competitive pricing as far as their titles, and they're usually pretty expensive. Here's more of the ones that have been lowered. Random PC stuff. Just very messy all around. There's some extended cables. I'm not saying Walmart should be this high-end, very clean establishment. Guys, don't get me wrong. But to make things difficult to find, wandering around trying to find an HDMI cable, just empty movies, nail polish. There's one 4K, another one. There's a couple more. I remember when Walmart had tons of DVDs, but just again, how disorganized. Here we go. Insidious next to a Blu-ray, next to Transformers Blu-ray, next to random B type movies, next to whatever the heck that is. It's very, very disorganized. You know, John Wick randomly in the middle there. Some 4K films here. So here, 4K Van Helsing right next to The Hobbit. And a Killer Elite random B movie. So for those of you that are still in love with the retail stores, which I've always been, I've always loved going into a brick and mortar and purchasing and taking home, it just gets harder and harder to do. There's very little reason to do it these days. More random phone stuff. To the TV selection is terrible. Now, those of you that have Walmarts that are super centers in your area, things might be nicer, but you know, over here, you have your PCs, as far as your laptops. And then randomly here, you have a Predator monitor, G-Sync computer, you know, just tossed up here. And here's your gaming PC. I've seen this thing ripped apart on YouTube. You know, $1,200. Decent PC. Accessories though. But again, a lot of empty shelves. So where I finally found the HDMI cables was, you know, 5 rows, 6 rows over than the other ones, where you have your remotes. And here they are. You're starting to already see your monster cables for 8K, $50. You know, HDMI 2.1. In all honesty, I'll probably be grabbing, you know, a 3-foot or a 6-foot cable. But it's just a little video to show you how random the organization of these stores are these days. And you know, I already spent 20-30 minutes walking around the store, just getting into the parking lot, the whole thing. Amazon would order that cable and I'd have it tomorrow, you know, for $4, $2. So it's not really about money, it's really become more about convenience and being in stores that are just so trashed and just thrown together. So it's not a Walmart rant, it's just, you know, a lot of us wonder why retail has died. In-store retail, you know, again, like, they're not known for their electronics, but there isn't anybody knowledgeable here. Oh, there you go. Audio cassettes. Nice. There you go. Anyway, random video. Got quite a few sound bars. But just the retail. If you're not going to go to Amazon or anything like that, and you have some optical cables here, it's good to know they still offer this stuff. But a little bit messy. And a little bit hard to find. Phone stuff over here, camera stuff over here, phone stuff over there, just all over the place. But honestly, when I first saw those other HDMI cables at 50 feet, I'm like, oh, I guess they don't have them. I was getting ready to leave, and they're over here. So, Walmart, full effect. Thank you as always, guys. If you are in these stores, you're gonna have to dig for stuff. But big reason why organization and things being thrown around is why things like Amazon have just dominated. Alright, guys. Thank you as always. Take care.